Hi there, this is Amanda with Gardenias and Grace. I have a mess here. I figured out a direction for my Dollar Tree junk journal. So I have a whole bunch of Dollar Tree fabrics. I have my Dollar Tree, not these are actually from Hobby Lobby, and I was playing around with some of my scrapbook paper, so I might do a separate journal with this stuff using these papers. I was surprised how well they coordinate. They're really awesome. Anyway, sidetrack. I have my calendar pages, and then when I was going through my scrapbook paper, look at this. This is the Crafter's Square decorative cardstock. I forgot that I had this. And this, oh my gosh, this glitter paper, it doesn't come off. Like, I don't know how they got that to stay on there. It's kind of like shiny on the back, but it's like embedded, so it's not that messy glitter, which is my favorite. I don't like messy glitter, but these, I'm so excited to play with these. These are gonna look awesome with my junk journal. So I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the cover. I found another calendar. This one's cute though. I might cut out some of the flowers. And so it came, the calendar that I'm using, it came with this itty bitty monthly planner. I might use this, I'm not sure. But I figured I'm going to do 3 signatures. I'm waffling back and forth between 5 and 10 sheets of paper per signature. So until I can figure that out, I figured I would work on the cover. So what I have is a selection of fabrics. I found this dish drying mat from, of course, Dollar Tree. And then I just have a cardboard box here that I opened up, and I wanted to make like an inside flap and a pocket. So I'm trying to figure out how I can keep those and still do like a puffy cover. I really want like a almost quilted style cover, and my my sewing skills are almost non-existent. I know just enough to be dangerous, but this handkerchief actually provides really good coverage. I thought you were going to be able to see all the stuff through it, but you can't. So I was about to glue it down with my Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix, and then I was like, I should hit record. So I'm going to start building my cover, and I'll probably just speed up the video and maybe put some music on or do a voiceover or something and talk you through what I'm doing. But yeah, let's craft together. Let me know in the comments if you are joining in on the challenge and if you have started or maybe even completed your journal. I know a lot of people are already done with their journals. I was a little slow on the startup, so I'm just going to take my time and have some fun. So come along with me and let's craft together.
Hello, voiceover Amanda. So here I am just doing a quick tack job of the inside cover. Basically, I'd like it to look better than a pancake box. So that's what I'm doing here. And trying to figure out how I'm going to make things work with the pocket. Discovered it's a good thing to have your pinking shears on hand. They are made for a purpose. Get yourself a pair if you don't have any.
So this and this are my inspiration photos, or pieces. These are kind of driving the color palette and the painterly vibe, I suppose. So I'm going to try to get my fabrics to somewhat match those. Could do bits of that. Set that to the side. Set that to the side. I'm not sold on this blue. Could do some of that green. No. Could do some of that. Some of that. Definitely that. don't know how I feel about this one. It goes, but we'll try it. We will try it. Okay.
Okay, so here I figured I would start by figuring out how I'm going to cover the spine. And so I'm using this floral fabric, which I really like. And so I'm just putting that on with a quick zigzag stitch. And then I will be jumping over to figuring out how to cover up the raw edge. And so I chose that blue fabric that I didn't originally like, but it works out well for covering up the raw edge of the drying mat. And so I'll just go all the way around the edges and make sure that's all secure. And honestly, this turned out pretty well. I'm excited with how well this turned out in spite of my lack of sewing skills. So and I knew I wanted to do like a patchwork, almost quilted type journal cover. And so after many attempts of trying to figure out how to do that, I just settled on this with a new fabric that I had found in my stash. Once I got that finished, then I moved on to the pocket. The inside pocket, and then I felt like I needed to finish off the edging, so I added this pom-pom trim, and I did a quick zigzag stitch over all of that to secure it down. And then I decided to zip up the pocket. I am now ready to show a flip through of the completed cover. With my cover, I took inspiration from Jess at the Paper Terrace. She did the picnic at Grandma's journals, and they turned out so cute. I think I don't know if she used fabric or paper, but she did patchwork covers, and I just thought that was a great idea, especially because I couldn't settle on one particular fabric. And so I had a fun doing a variety of fabrics and practicing with this, I guess, semi-quilted look sort of technique. And so I just finished off my edges before I did the patchwork, and I just cut like 2.5-inch thick pieces of fabric and just wrapped it around the edges. And then I did my patchwork style, and then I glued the blue bandana down on the inside cover on the cardboard and sewed that together to secure it. And then I felt I needed to finish it off, so I just used some pom-pom trim and finished it off that way.
The bandana that I used comes from these 2 packs of bandanas from Juncture at Dollar Tree. This floral one is my favorite, and it's got the green with the butterflies, and then this blue one, this is the one that I used, and then there's a traditional handkerchief print in here. I have started preparing my signatures. And so this is about I think it was a 2-inch spine. Yeah, 2-inch spine. And I'm not sure how I'm going to put my signatures in there just yet. I might just sew them straight in. But she's chunky. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep my signatures this thick. I have one more here actually, or if I will split them up and do 2 separate journals. I think I might maybe I'll just do 2 signatures because these are pretty thick, but I didn't like the way they were looking with just a few pages. I mean, I'm not exactly a less is more kind of person, so not a minimalist by any means. I like the color and the texture, so I think that I'll probably just go with the 2 signatures. That way I have room for the journal to bulk up. And so I may or may not cut this down, or I'll just do like a bunch of frilly stuff sticking out of the top. I like how it looks with the lace sticking out. So I might look for some ribbon in my Dollar Tree, or some Dollar Tree ribbon in my stash, and do more ribbon edges, because I really want this to be like bulging with just like frilly and lacy and fun and bold colors, and like, why not have a book of joy, right? Isn't that what crafting is all about? Fun and joy. So anywho, that is my update for right now. I will come back with hopefully a completed journal. It will not be decorated. I will probably do like embellishments, ephemera, decorations, that kind of stuff in a separate video. So anywho, let me know in the comments, how is your Dollar Tree junk journal journey going? Have you completed your journal? And where can I find you? Do you have a channel? Do you have Instagram or Facebook? I'd really love to see picture or video of your journal. And yeah, so drop a comment down below, and I will pop in later and update you guys soon. Talk to you later. God bless. Bye.